Tonight, the Benton County prosecutor announcing today he's asked the Arkansas State Police to conduct an investigation into allegations against the city of Centerton's police department. 4029's Katie Davidson joins us now live. Katie, what are the allegations?
The state police will be asked to investigate two issues. The first of which, whether or not the officers or an officer misappropriated city property or used city credit cards for personal purchases. Now, the second issue is whether or not they violated the Arkansas speed trap law, which stops departments from writing more tickets to make more money.
I think that it's important in this case to have the state police conduct the investigations to ensure that not only is the investigation done fairly, which I think it would be done fairly by any agency in Benton County, but I also think that the appearance of fairness is important.
In a letter to state police, the Benton County prosecutor asked that they investigate allegations of misconduct by officers of the Centerton Police Department.
My understanding is that when the initial round of complaints came in to the sheriff's office, it was determined that there was nothing there criminal to pursue, and that the remainder of all of those, what were considered to be ethical and policy violations, were referred to the city of Centerton. And the sheriff's office at that point agreed to provide any assistance that Centerton requested. It's my understanding that Centerton did want that assistance, found some more issues that came up that they believed could be criminal, and those were referred by both the city of Centerton and the sheriff's office to me yesterday.
After news of the sheriff's office investigation several weeks ago, the Centerton Police Chief Cody Harper was placed on administrative leave, and Captain Christopher Arthur stepped in as acting chief. Both officers were fired on Tuesday afternoon. We asked Smith why the officers were fired before an outside investigation was complete.
Whether to retain or terminate an employee is completely out of the realm of my authority in the case.
So we asked Centerton City Attorney Brian Rabel.
Can you give me any explanation as to why these officers were fired?
I'm not going to give any information.
By announcing this investigation today, I'm simply keeping the public abreast of what has been an ongoing news story, and I think it's important to be transparent about what we're doing. But it's not to say that this investigation is predisposed to wrongdoing.
Smith says at this time it's unclear if these allegations pertain to one officer, many officers, or any at all. Once the investigation is complete, it'll be handed back to his office to determine if charges should be filed. Live in Centerton, Katie Davidson, 4029 News.
Good update. Okay, Katie. Now, Nathan Smith explained to us how a police department could violate the state speed trap law. It happens when a city's revenue from traffic fines and costs make up more than 30% of the city's annual budget, or more than 50% of the city's speeding tickets are written for violations of just 10 miles per hour over the speed limit or less.